Warning! The following video may contain spoilers for some of your favourite shows. Just remember that before you continue. Stevie, out. Hello everyone, Margin Stevie here. I'm just finished watching Sherlock, so I never normally do reaction videos. I normally try and script stuff so it's a bit more formatted. But I just watched Sherlock Season 4 Episode 2 and wow, just been blown away by the episode. So I thought I would post a reaction video very quickly. So this is going to be full of spoilers, by the way. Thankfully, I've got dyslexia, so I'm pretty bad at remembering names, other than Euros at the end, because at the end, the politician / serial killer, I can't remember the name of, but yeah, let's get back to the start. So let's see if I can unpick my own brain. Basically, this episode revolved around time. For the first half hour, the first act, 30 minutes, was like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and so was half of the second one. And a lot of the third, it was just serious, Sherlock Holmes put himself in the absolute biggest drug bender ever and was hallucinating, and he was going completely off his tits. And he sees this girl and he goes for a walk with her, and she gives him a case, and then it turns out that she's not real, and you think she's not real, it's hard to tell. He thinks that she is the daughter of the politician guy. Now I forgot his name, but basically it's the Sherlock Holmes world version of Jimmy Savile, and that's what they've done. It's Jimmy Savile. He's got all access to all areas and all the hospitals, and he's serial killing and stuff. I don't know if Jimmy Savile was a serial killer, but he's a pretty nasty person that had all access in hospitals. But I digress. So yeah, Sherlock is sure that this guy's a murderer because he drugs his staff every so often to confess his sins, and because he had this visit from the daughter, but he doesn't know if he really did because he couldn't find the notes, so he just thought it must have been a dream, as did everyone else. So as the episode went on, it turned out it looked like the serial killer had actually caught Sherlock, because Sherlock had the shit beaten out of him. Sorry, I'm just excited. Sherlock had the shit beaten out of him by Watson, so he ended up being put in hospital. And this was obviously where the serial killer kills people when they're in hospital at their worst. He built the hospital that's all got secret doors and everything, so he's got all access to all areas. It's just crazy like that. But no. He tried to kill Sherlock by upping the saline drip, and I can't remember. Then he got bored and tried to suffocate him. But it turned out that Sherlock had already changed what was in the saline drip to something else, and he didn't manage to choke Sherlock Holmes out. And again, time reared its head in this episode. Sherlock had timed it. So, it was it had all just worked out by chance and by time. That it was perfect timing that Watson had nearly given up on everything, and he's seen just by chance, because he got to Sherlock's house and it was being raided by Mycroft and everyone trying to find out what the fuck was going on with Sherlock, and they found the DVD and it just said "miss me," and they were like, whoa, because it had a knife in it, and that's what he normally does with clues. He's stabs things he can't work out because he's Sherlock Holmes. And it turns out it was the DVD from Mary, so he was like, whoa, everyone out. They watched it, and then at the end it was like the DVD was basically telling Sherlock how to save John, which was to put himself in the most perilous post possibly good. So Sherlock had put himself literally at death's door through to drug abuse and drink abuse and all that sort of stuff. He was literally weeks away from dying, kidney failure and stuff like that, and he put himself at the complete submission of the serial killer. But he timed it. It was all timed, so Watson came in just at the nick of time, stopped it all. It was it was brilliant. And then just when you think everything's over at the end, we've got a really nice scene with Sherlock and Watson, and just got throughout the whole episode, at the start we seen Mary and I was like, oh come on, so yeah, she was not killed. But no, it turned out it's just John's a bit psychotic through the whole episode and is speaking to Mary and has Mary as a psychotic vision and stuff like that. And yeah, it was just really, really, really deep at this bit. And so it was John ended up telling Sherlock, look, it wasn't your fault. Sherlock said the same. Well, he didn't say the same, but he gave him a hug and they were both crying and stuff like that. And then they were about to go out, and that was that. Then it cut to like a little bit of time later, and John was seeing his therapist again. And I'm breathing deeply. I'm sucking in air trying to get this all out here. But yeah, John went to see his therapist, and his therapist turned out to be the girl that Sherlock thought he didn't see, but had no proof. At the same time as Watson was in the therapy session, Sherlock found the letter, and then he looked at it under blacklight and seen the word "miss me" on it. It was like, okay, miss me, that's like Moriarty, you know? At the same time, John was at his therapist turned out to be the woman that met Sherlock, who also turned out to be the woman on the bus, who also turns out to be Sherlock Holmes' sister, Euros, the Eastern Wind. I'm blown away. I don't know if this is in any of the books or anything like that, but I'm blown away. Sherlock Holmes has a sister, Euros. She's psychotic. The episode ended with her shooting her gun at Watson. What happens next? Well, that is anyone's guess. The episode was absolutely awesome. This is my first reactions. I'll have an actual review posted tomorrow, but for now, subscribe to the channel. Margins TV out.